And so they done the Secret Santa thing, and that every day you can go onto your site and open your gift box. And I think the minimum that I've seen on mine is 10 HU. So if you put that into a new whatever, a new membership, then it converts into 30. But you can only you can't do them for rebuys, is what I found.
Yeah, so you have to take your certificates or vouchers and use them to purchase a 300 membership.
Yeah, but you could still use an offset.
Oh, really?
I believe, yeah, because
Okay.
an offset will still.
Okay, so when you see that Santa Claus come across, oh, it's just timed out again. Okay, so say again, Howard.
That I think you can still use it. I haven't done it because I didn't have enough in my rewards to get 150 offset, but I think you could with an offset also.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use the offset. I asked Jana tonight, and you can use them.
There, do you have a mining contracts?
Yeah, I do.
So I was just looking at mine tonight, and there's a, I can't remember what they call it, like a release or something. I'm not sure how to maximize the value of it, other than I just bought one. That's all.
Well, I bought one to start with, and then when they had that on sale, the hash on sale,
Yeah.
it was about 50% off or whatever, and then I bought another $1,000 worth at that time.
Yeah, so I ended up putting 1,700 in,
Yeah.
and I got part of it off a coupon, whatever. But yeah, and yeah, I guess the idea is that the value of the FIL is going to appreciate over time. Is that correct?
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, so within the ecosystem, you guys get,
you know, the thing is that when we're dealing with this stuff, you got to give it some time, you know, and I'm not the one that's going to be there checking it out every day. I'll check it out every year.
Yeah.
You know, if it goes up and you got $100,000 in there at the end of the year, well, then, you know, you made money, right?
Yeah. Yana's got contracts as well.
How's that?
Yeah, she's got some mining contracts.
She has. I have no way of getting hold of her at the moment because of my Telegram issue.
Right. Okay, so here's what Yana posted the other day, or just earlier today. So this was the vouchers. So when you click your gifts, you have your list of your gifts. I got 2, and you click on the purple button, and you can use this $15 gift to buy a part of a $300 membership. So
I've got to see how to get into there in the first place.
It looked to me like there was a $50 membership in that purchase.
Yeah, there is a $50 membership, but I don't think you can use the voucher for it. Because when I click on the other ones, the 300, the 500, and the 1,000, then it pulls up the voucher, but it doesn't pull up the voucher on a $50. Otherwise, I would have.
So here's Yana saying that you keep collecting the vouchers until the new year, you know, and then redeem your vouchers. You have one voucher that you want whenever toward the purchase of a new membership.
There you go, no rebuys.
And no rebuys. So she made it very clear on our chat group there. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's just so you guys not confused about that.
Is anybody got a $50
My
one?
voucher for today was 25.
Nice. Okay, that's decent.
Yeah, somebody's going to get 100,000 HU.
Isn't that awesome?
They're doing that every day.
You guys, every day.
One a day for 10 days.
Yes.
Wow.
So they've got here 100,000 Only one 100,000 HUs exclusive prize is available every day. Only one, you say. So that's 10 days. That's a million HUs. That's $1 million US. Once the lucky participant is born, the 100,000 prize will no longer be raffled that day. 100,000 will be redirected to deposit to the winner's financial account and can be used at will. That means you could cash it out into your WHO exchange, convert it to some tokens like MOF token. And I think that MOF token is going to go ballistic. I think that's going to be a great coin to hold. That's probably a 5X coin. But again, when you think about it, as you
Mine's already been 5X with what I started with.
Yeah, like I started with 300 in March, and then I put another 300, and then I've been adding a lot because I have to keep up with my community rewards. But I'm probably 60X from my initial on my Hyperverse right now. So this thing about building a community, that is the most valuable asset, is to build a community, you guys. And educate people. That's why I put that website together, is you build your tribe of people and get them in the pipeline on the crypto train here. You guys are going to have quite a following. You can show them how to diversify, and Thayer's just started doing that. He's been faithful for about 8 months now, and he just started to doing his withdrawals, and now he's diversifying, right? We do a bit different with other people. We get them to diversify right away from the get-go, like Ron and Howard, because we got rug pulled so many times, right? So now we've got a company that's not a startup. It's got a lot of assets behind it. So, you can get people started small, you're thinking big, and build it up from there. So if you can just finance yourself into the business, Claudia, by just sharing this with people and showing them the potential, right?
I want to get my son-in-law in brackets into this, because he's mining his own Ethereum right now. So he really knows what you're talking about. So,
absolutely, yeah. Well, we have mining contracts here too. So it's cloud computing, like cloud software, cloud storage for Filecoin.
Okay.
So
on that, Neil, you're talking about that, like for myself, is that the community rewards is 5 to 1 on my passive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's huge, really huge.
Yeah, there's no comparison and that's basically like fixed. It's mathematical for them. They just pay out as their contract states, right?
Yeah.
You're not having to do all this investigation. Like I've been spending 3 or 4 hours a day studying the different coins, and you have to be an expert at that space, right? So I think we can call it a day. I don't know what else I can tell you guys. I wanted to go through a full exploratory process with our site, but I think right now it's a little premature until we see we can get some molecular future coins, like the token can be converted, right?
So just if you're open to it, Ron, would you just share your thinking on how you saw this? And just because every once in a while, like somebody will reframe you or have, show you a different way of looking at things. And occasionally I'm able to show something to Neil, who's my sponsor. And I think Ron showed me something this week that I hadn't just looked at it that way. Ron, do you want to explain?
So basically to get into the membership, there's different levels, right? But the bottom line is it pays out 3 times what you put in. And then actually I got,
we say rewards
in rewards, right?
Yeah.
So, and I got Howard, I watched with you, Dave. I believe you put in 5,000, and then Thayer in our last Zoom call, you put in 10, and then you showed a bit of a spreadsheet on, you pulled out 3,400 month 7, month 8, 34 month 8, and 34 month 9. Was that correct there?
Yeah, well, I didn't pull out anything on those. Where it really hit me was on my community, because I started to see that community are outpacing my passive, right? So I just kept on going with passive the way it was, and then I was taking the money out of my community.
So here's what Ron's talking about. You
So
start with 10 and you're getting 0.5% a day, which is very conservative. It's showing a person's rebuying once a month, not once a day. And after 6 months, Dennis, you've doubled. And then you withdraw your original 30, 34, let's say in the 7th month, 34 in the 8th month. Is this what you were talking about here, Ron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically you took the 10,000, if you bought in at 10,000, your original membership, you take it out in 7 or month, whatever that is.
7th, 8th, and 9th month, you're taking your whole 10
7,
out.
8, and 9. And then you can put into the market 2/3 or
There you go.
20,000, put in 10.
Yeah,
So basically you've got your investment, your initial investment back.
your initial,
And now you,
your initial assets. Yeah.
yeah, and then whatever you've got 20,000 to play in the exchange or different coins,
And then,
depending
right.
on how they do, you're still in the game, but you've got your original investment out. And this to put this into context, I'm 10 days into this since I joined up, so it was all new. But the Zoom calls and as demonstrated by Thayer taking his 34, and I believe Howard made a comment that he's taken out 12 and 14, and then I think Neil, you've taken out money as well.
Oh yeah, like this
So-
50x. You know, I've withdrawn 40,000 US.
So exactly. So but somebody new into this, and as we recruit new members into this, we have to be able to demonstrate what it's done for, our upline, and eventually me as I'm in this long enough to demonstrate some kind of history.
And this 1 in, 3 out may not be around a long time, but assuming that they carry this on for another year or so, this could go to, your 3x over and above. And again, this is just the repurchase. This, they're going to pay 3 times this amount out, right? So they're going to pay from 10, they're going to pay out 30. And from this 35, they're going to pay out probably 100 on that, right?
Yes.
And then
that's only doing rebuys once a month, as
yeah,
opposed to, in actual fact, we can rebuy every day or every 2 days if you've got a 5,000 membership or
and
whatever.
if you let it ride, it could grow to almost $1 million here and pay out 3 times that amount. So that's, again, it's not a guarantee. That's not, you're rebuying memberships, not an investment. It's a return of your original capital, and then you're playing with the house money. So that's what Ron is.
Basically what I did is I created a model that you invest, whatever you invest, you're going to get 3 times back.
Membership.
Whatever you purchase, you acquire the membership.
Okay, so
You acquire the membership, and then you're getting 3 times 1 in, 3 out back.
yes, and then you can play with 2 and take your money out. If
Right.
That was the original, and I'm sort of evolving a strategy on the fly, and well, I've been in this 10 days, maybe, right? Or actually not even that, 7 days, right? So and I'm pretty happy with but the motivation was yourself, Howard, and Thayer to have an upline with a history of being paid back with not only what your membership you put in, but your downline is your team as well. I think it's the community, right?
So you make money, everybody's winning, everybody's getting rewarded every day, whether they're in the business or not.
Yeah.
So that's the win-win on this.
Sure.
That's the beauty of it.
My philosophy on it is that just the way fiat's going, and with what everybody's just printing, whatever in the US or Canada, is that they're basically devaluing what we've worked for our whole lives.
Yes.
And what's it going to be replaced with? And all I can see is that this, and having some understanding of blockchain and the different assets within it, I mean, it's going to be the same as when computers took off. Like, some of them just took off and stayed taking off. Some of them crashed and burned, and it'll be the same in here. But hopefully, if your portfolios or your asset bag is diversified a little bit,
Mhm.
then, you know, you'll still catch something that does really well.
Yeah, so the education alone, I mean, I picked up just some ideas here that are going to make us all fortunes with, you know, discovering that Luna coin and the HDAO here. And then you want to go through some of this tutorials, right? And this education's invaluable. I mean,
So where are these?
right in the academy, you see
They're
there.
within your membership, Dennis.
Oh, okay, so I got to be my member. Yes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got to
man.
be a member.
That's huge,
Nothing's
buddy.
free, buddy.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm a numbers guy, but I'm also dyslexic, so it overwhelms me.
These are great little 2-minute videos, 3 multiple choice questions at the end of university grade training. And there's an intermediate level. This is the $300 one. This is the $500 one, and this is the $1,000 one.
Yep.
So
I've been your memberships.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you want to get try to step up, get into 1,000 membership at least, and get.
Oh yeah, no, I was definitely going to be more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you guys are going to pick up nuggets every Monday night, stuff that it'll blow your mind, man. Like, when's the last time you heard making these kinds of returns, right?
So for you guys that are like brand new, like Claudia and Dennis and Ron, like this Monday night meeting isn't a, you know, it's not a sanctioned.
It's a testimonies and sharing, and it's mastermind. It's a mastermind meeting for people who are in the space, and you can learn about how you can, like, the entering wedge into the industry is Hyperverse. You can get people in the space, get an education, and then diversify into, you know, like the blue chips, the large caps, the mid caps, and the small cap coins.
So in that, just so because like Howard and I have been talking for probably a month and a half on this.
Yeah.
And the name changed, but now we got Hyperverse. So I've always been kind of thinking, okay, there's this one platform, and that's the vehicle that's, you know, working and dealing with all these different, it's however you want to look at it. But today you guys are talking about more specifically coins and different stuff. So how do you you're saying from there, you try, because I got 2 screens here, so I'm looking at that. But transverse, and like, I got to be straight. I've said to Howard, I got a couple buddies, but I don't know a lot about Bitcoins. I'm a mining guy by trade, and it's kind of a little bit
Real mining, not this stuff.
not this stuff. And I find it odd because we talk about new currencies, like Howard just said. Let's say it's a US dollar. We're getting rid of the US dollar. Well, like, are we going to have a slew of different Bitcoins that people are going to be trading in? Like, I probably just don't understand enough.
Hey, let me
about
give you an
Bitcoin.
understanding here. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
So what we have here, I'm going to just stop here because I want to make sure that this is a separate conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just give me a second here. Get started here.